I think a lot of us have those nights that change the course of our life forever. I've had a few, but there's one that really sticks out. One that really, I was headed towards a very, very, very bad place, and it just shifted my road. It was like the roadblock. And I'm sure there might be better ways that I can phrase all of this, but I'm not worried about that right now because I just need to get this fucking story out before I chicken out, basically. Because this involves a lot of people. A lot of people that will probably get offended. But just know, I'm not here to shit talk anybody. I'm here to share my story. And that has been kept from me for a very long time. And I did my best to try to heal and move on without hurting anybody. But that's not always an option, okay? And I can't move past my story. I can't unpack this shit. Just have it spread all over my floor, okay? It's got to go somewhere. And if somebody's just gonna be like, oh, give it to Jesus, you know what? Jesus doesn't want this. Okay, he doesn't. If he did, he would have taken it a long ass time ago. Anyways. When I asked him to, 45 billion times. Anyways. See, an odd thing happened. Which is that I moved away. And when I came back, I was treated like the prodigal son. And I was like, what was so bad about me moving away? And now that I'm back, I have people coming back into my life saying, yeah, I got out and I saw the world, but I realized what was wrong and stuff, and I came back and whatever. And I was like, since when is moving away? Why was that not acceptable? Anyway, that's a whole tangent. It's not like I moved for no reason. And if it was really viewed as me running away, what would you say I was running away from? And why? Because when I moved away and I came back and I was different and people didn't like that because, must have been corrupted by the world or something. That's not how this works. Because the thing is when you grow up in a church, in a large family, in a close-knit community, you grow up being told only one thing, and that's it. And I grew up feeling like I was invisible. I was not listened to. My pain didn't matter. Just give it to God. I grew up thinking I didn't fucking matter. I grew up thinking I was crazy, that something that I was doing was wrong because people didn't like me, and I never understood why. And then there was a night that changed all of that. And I realized that there were people that would accept me. There were people that would listen to me. And not just accept me for everything. They would accept me where I was. They would recognize that nobody's perfect. And they would be able to see how fucking hard I was trying all the time. And they wouldn't criticize me. They wouldn't criticize me. They would listen. They would never, ever force me to do something that made me uncomfortable. Because they understood that is what I experienced since before I could fucking even think for myself. Because I was taught when I was 3 years old that my body did not belong to me. And I was taught that my family and the close-knit bond that we had, that I had to protect my family over everything. And nobody came right out and said, don't you dare ever say anything. But it was like, if you say something, people are going to treat you different. And we want to protect you. So we probably shouldn't talk about this right now. Maybe when you're older and when you're ready. Well, now I'm ready. Because I'm done. I'm angry. I am so angry. And people are going to come at me and try to lecture me and say, hey, one day you'll understand that, yeah, all these people in your life that hurt you were right. I don't need to come to a place where I understand that my parents were right about everything. They weren't, and they know that. And people that are outside of the house that don't have a single fucking clue what happened behind closed doors, coming and telling me, oh, one day you'll understand. You'll understand right from wrong. How stupid do you think I am? That is the most disrespectful thing you could ever say to somebody. I'm a grown-ass fucking adult and you want to tell me I don't know right from wrong? Anyways. It was just this whole thing where people don't have any respect for me. They still see me like I'm a child. And then when I stand up and start talking about adult things, they'll like patronize me and be like, oh, that's cute. Or, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Actually, what you're talking about is this. This is what it actually is. And I'm like, I'm not stupid. I was not born yesterday. And I've been adulting since I was 3, okay? I have had PTSD since I was 3, okay? If you don't grow up going through hell and absolute shit, you have no place to be speaking on it. And if you don't know what somebody's been through, you absolutely have no place to speak on it. You have no right to tell them where they should be going if you can't see where they've been. Okay, so now I'll tell you where I've been, so you can all shut up, okay? This is gonna get so heated because this is like 23 years of pent up anger. So bear with me. So I moved away and came back and I'm getting patronized. Like, the prodigal daughter returns. There was nothing wrong with me leaving. I had to get away. Because if I didn't leave, I would not be here today. I would not. Because I could not survive any longer in the environment that I was in. So I left and I got away and I got criticized for everything I did. I got criticized when I came back for everything I did. And it was like I got criticized where I was, so I left. I grew up constantly feeling like I couldn't do anything right because no matter what I did, people would have an opinion. And so now I'm like, who the fuck cares? Everybody's gonna have an opinion no matter what I do. So I'm done trying to like please everybody because I can. And I have like created this persona that tries to blend in because I tried to keep myself safe for so long that now it's like nobody knows who I am and I didn't know who I was. And so now that I do know who I am and I'm showing it, people are so disrespectful. So I'll continue. I need to take a breath.